Dear students, I welcome you all for this wonderful video lecture series on professional ethics in engineering. Myself, Shankar, I'm working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMD Engineering College, Chennai. Today, we are going to talk about types of inquiry. Engineering ethics combine inquiries into values, meanings, and facts in order to find answers to many moral dilemmas. It is necessary to understand the types of inquiry in engineering ethics. There are three types of inquiries are there in solving ethical problems. The types of inquiries are normative inquiry, conceptual inquiry, factual or descriptive inquiry. Let us discuss one by one in elaborate manner what the types of inquiries are. The first one is normative inquiry. What are normative inquiry? Normative inquiries are useful to identify the values that guide the individuals and groups in taking a decision. Normative inquiries are meant for identifying and establishing the morally desirable norms or standards that are used as guide to assess something as good or bad. Generally, normative questions are about what ought to be and what is good. Let us discuss some examples regards of normative inquiry. When and why engineers have obligations to their employer, their clients, and the general public. When should the engineers attempt for whistleblowing? Why must some engineering information kept confidential? What are the moral rights an engineer should possess in order to fulfill their professional obligations? How an engineer can protect the public safety in a given situation? And how far does the obligation of engineers to protect public safety extends in any given situation? When, if ever, should engineers be expected to blow whistle on dangerous practices of their employers? Whose values ought to be primary in making judgment about acceptable risk and design for a public transport system or nuclear plant? Is it of management, senior engineers, government, voters, or all of them? When and why is government justified interfering with an organizations? What are the reasons on which the engineer shows their obligations to their employees or clients or the public? From the above questions, it is clear that the goal of normative inquiries is justifying many moral judgments. The second one is conceptual inquiries. Before we have talked about conceptual inquiry, let us see what are conceptual inquiries. These inquiries are useful in clarifying the meaning of concepts, principles, and issues in engineering ethics. In other words, the aim of conceptual inquiries is to clarify the meaning of key ideas and issues, possibly expressing by single word or by statements. They have listed some of the examples that are related to conceptual inquiries. What is meant by safety? What is meant by risk? What is bribe? And what is profession? Other than that, how safety is related to risk, when a gift becomes a bribe, and what is profession? When normal concepts are discussed, normative and conceptual issues are closely interconnected. The next one, the last one, about factual or descriptive inquiry. So let us see what are factual inquiries. Factual inquiries are also known as descriptive or exploratory inquiries. These inquiries are helpful to provide facts required for understanding and resolving value issues. Researchers and engineers use these inquiries to get various information such as the theory of engineering profession, the effectiveness of professional societies in promoting moral conduct, the procedures used in risk-benefit analysis, and psychological profiles of engineers. The above obtained information through factual inquiries provides an understanding of the background conditions that generates moral problems. Also, these factual inquiries are helpful in solving moral problems by using alternative ways of solutions. These factual inquiries are helpful in understanding the business, social, and political realities in which the company operates. So it is aimed to obtain the facts needed for understanding and resolving value issues. So researchers conduct factual inquiries using mathematical or statistical techniques. The inquiry provides important information on business realities, engineering practice, and the effectiveness of professional societies in fostering moral conduct, the procedures used in risk assessment, and psychological profiles of engineers. And they have listed some of the example. So example regards factual inquiry. We know that the factual inquiry, also called as descriptive or exploratory inquiry, right? So the examples are, few of the example has been listed here. What are the laws enforced in the intellectual property rights law recently? What are the procedures used in making risk assessment? In what way the code ethics of engineering societies inspires and guides the engineer's obligations? What is the validity period of patent product? How were the benefits assessed? What are the procedures followed in risk assessment? What are the short-term and long-term effects of drinking water being polluted? Who conducted the test on materials? Guys, thank you all for watching this lecture series so far. I once again thank you all.